Hey everybody, it's George. Welcome to another Google Snipers Club video, and in this video what I want to look at is how to actually improve the search engine rankings of your sniper sites, okay? Basically the fastest and easiest ways to improve your ranking. Okay, so what's the point of this video? Well, let's say that you have a sniper site that's ranking, on the second page or on the third page, and basically you want to get it up to the first page, or it's ranking maybe 6th on the first page and you want to get it up to the first position, because obviously by doing that you're going to get a heap more traffic and therefore make more money. These tips are going to help you do that, okay? So what we're actually going to look at is in the main course we looked at pretty much on-page search engine optimization, so we're optimizing our blog and things like that, but we didn't actually do any backlink building, and I said that I don't like to do backlink building, and truth is that I don't, but when I do it, this is how I do it, okay? So this is the most effective ways that I know of, and the methods that I use personally when I actually want to build backlinks to my site. Okay, so if you think about search engine optimization, there are two types. So there's the on-page, like what we've done with our site, and then there's the off-page. Now, off-page is absolutely critical usually. In Google Sniper, we managed to forget about it. But what off-page is building links back to your website. Okay, and the more links, essentially, and the better the domain those links are from, so the higher quality those links are in Google's eyes, the better your site is going to rank in the search engines, and it's going to contribute massively. Okay, so it's really important. We're going to look at a few different techniques. There's so many you can use. Honestly, link building is an endless subject, but there's a lot of sort of waste time methods out there, and these are the ones that have worked, well, pretty much the best for me, okay, and it's what I do. So let's let's not waste any more time. Let's get started here. Okay, so the first method I want to show you is something called do follow blog commenting, okay, and it's really easy how to do it. I'm actually going to walk you through it now. Okay, you're going to go to Google and you're going to type in this thing called do follow diver. Okay, this is what I use, and what we do is it's the first result, and it's by some people call it inline SEO. I'm just going to go ahead and click on that. You may have to bear with me a bit here because the internet's a little slow. I'm at a place in New Zealand and the internet's not great. But anyway, here we go. So it's all loaded up. Now what you do, okay, now you've got this big, you'll find some information about it here, okay, but basically you've got this big search box. Now all you have to do is type in your main keyword of your sniper site, okay? So let's say our main keyword was 6-pack abs. So this will be, what your domain is. You'll know what your main keyword is, okay? So let's say our keyword was 6-pack abs. Let me type that in. And what this is going to bring up, okay, I should probably explain this actually. This is going to bring up a collection of blogs that when you make a comment at them and it's approved by the moderator, okay, it has to be approved or it won't show up on the blog, you can include a link back to your site, and that link is do follow. Now what do follow means is that the search engines will go through that link and count it towards your off-page optimization. It doesn't matter if you don't really understand this. Basically what it means, if something is no follow, then it's not going to give you any credit and it's a waste of time, okay? So if you have a link from a no follow website, it's a waste of time. It doesn't mean anything. If you have it from a do follow one, then it's going to help your ranking basically. So that is why it's important that they're do follow blogs. Now what this does is this actually goes out there and looks over 700 plus blogs, it says here, and it finds the ones that you can comment on that are related to this keyword that are going to give you a load of weight back to your site, okay? So what you do is you actually go through each of these and you submit a comment. Now it's really easy to do, and this is something that's really easy to outsource as well. People often ask me, what sort of tasks can I outsource to someone in the Philippines, for example, because they're not that good at writing, things like that. This is exactly that kind of task. For those of you that don't know, you can hire a full-time worker for yourself, from someone who lives in the Philippines, for about $300 a month, okay, and that's full-time. $400, let's say, if you want a really well-trained person. And you're not exploiting them in any way, by the way. That is a really good wage over there. They're earning a fantastic living by doing that. But anyway, getting a bit off topic there, but that's a great thing you might want to do. So let's go ahead and click this one here, and I'll just give you an example of how it all works. Okay, it's just patience on the internet here. Come on. It really is being quite slow. It was being faster than this before the video. Typical. Okay, so here we have the site that we're going to comment on. What you do is we scroll down to the comment place. Okay. Now, what you do here, actually, it's probably important that I show you something first of all. Okay, it's just opening up a new tab here. It really is being slow, isn't it? Okay, so we'll open up a new tab, and we're going to type in. This is something you'll need to do as well. So we're just going to type in anchor text. Sorry, I missed this one out. Now, those of you that know me know that I'm not much of a coder. Okay, not much of a coder at all. So this is what I do every time. Okay, so I can never remember the code. So we're going to go to Wikipedia, and this makes it easier for you as well. You can just copy and paste it. Because what this is this is HTML. Okay, so you don't just write, like, hello. You can actually write in code. So if you wanted to do bold, for example, you would add, you would do this, and then a strong tag here, but we don't need to do that. All we need to do is anchor text. Now, what anchor text is so you've got a hyperlink. Well, this will give you a good explanation, but basically what it means is it's when you so let's take this link here, for example. Okay, you can see it says Wikipedia. It's when you make a piece of text clickable. Okay, so an average piece of text, so that could be made clickable, for example, without actually having www. So it's how you make actual things clickable, and it's important that we do it this way because we want the link back to our site to actually have the main keyword. Okay, that's going to give us a big boost to the rankings. I won't go into why, but basically that's what we want. Okay, so here is the code. Now all we're going to do is we're going to copy that. So we've gone to Google, type in anchor text, then we've gone to Wikipedia, and then we're going to post a new comment here. Now, what this is going to be is this is going to be a link to your site. So let's say it was sixpackabs.com. Okay, that's just going to be a link to your site, and then here, this is going to be the actual thing that people are going to click on. Now, people aren't really going to read these comments usually, so don't worry about it as a traffic method. Although it will get you some traffic, it's more about the backlink. So let's say our main keyword was, as we discussed, 6-pack abs. Okay. So what that's going to do is it's going to make a thing like this link here. This is anchor text. You see, he's anchor text these. Get yourself 6-pack abs. And if we look in the bottom left-hand corner, you can see that it's linking, somewhere else than here. Okay. So now, there's a sort of science to this, okay? What you want to do when you're creating these, when you're doing this blog commenting, is you don't want to always use your main keyword, okay? Because to Google, that looks like you're trying to spam them, okay? So let's say your main keyword was 6-pack abs. You do not always want to use 6-pack abs. Let's say you had an LSI keyword of ripped abs or something like that. You would want to mix it up, okay? I would say use your main keyword. Here's how I'd break it down for your anchor text, okay, so that it looks natural. The whole thing about SEO, okay, is that Google's very smart, and they don't want you to appear like you're trying to manipulate them, because they're not going to rank you. You want to appear like people are naturally linking to your site. That is the biggest secret to search engine optimization, in my opinion, okay? You want it to make it look like this is natural and people are actually linking to your site because it's that good. Then Google's going to rank you, okay? So I would do around, let's just say for easy sake, 50% of the time your main keyword or some very close variation of it. So get 6-pack abs, we'll count that as a variation. 30% of the time an LSI keyword, and then 20% of the time you just have to do the URL, because that's what appears natural. Because obviously a lot of the time when people link to a website, let's say you're on a forum or something and you're linking to a website, you would just type in the domain name. Okay, so that's what I would do: 20% the domain, 50% your main keyword, and 30% of the time your LSI keyword in this thing. Okay, now if I'm moving too fast for you and this is all new to you, you can just go ahead and watch this video again. Okay, you can watch it as many times as you want and just follow along as I'm doing it. Okay, that's how I've sort of planned this video today. Okay, so the next step to posting comment, I know this seems complicated, it's really not. When you have it down, you'll literally be posting comments in about 30 seconds every single time. Okay, so don't worry about that. Now, another really important element of SEO is, well, let's put this back in here, is the words that are surrounding the actual link. So if we go back here, if we go to this example, okay, displays on the web page Wikipedia. Now the words that surround the link in that paragraph are also important. So you ideally want to have something about six-pack here, or in this case about Wikipedia sort of here and here as well. Okay, now this is a really big secret that a friend of mine has told me about, and it's big, and a lot of people don't even use it at all. Okay, it's one of the most, if not the most important part of the whole process. Okay, because once again it appears natural. Generally when people link to a website, I mean, just think about it logically. If someone's linking to six-pack abs, they'd probably type in, oh yeah, check out this cool site on you know, six-pack abs, and then they'd give the link. Okay, so the words surrounding the link are counted almost as much as the anchor text itself. So you want to have those in the comment. Now the final thing is that your comment will usually need to be approved. Okay, and this is a big thing. So let's say you've got your comment here and you're prepared to just submit it. You know, you're quite happy to just submit it as a bunch of crap like six-pack abs is, you know, just a bunch of mumbo jumbo. Is how to get ripped, lose weight. This is the best six-pack website. You know, you just want to spam it with a load of mumbo jumbo like that. The person isn't going to approve it. Okay, the owner of the blog, I guarantee it. So what you want to have is you want to have a legitimate comment. Okay, and then the blog owner will. I know this myself because I get a lot of these comments on my blog, and I never approve the ones that you know, have some spammy links in them. Okay, so you might want to do something like, let's just take a look at the article. Okay, so basically an article on, you know, you don't have to be very precise with this, it's an article on getting six-pack abs and some tips. Really fantastic article on getting six-pack abs. Okay, particularly the gaining muscle stuff you talked about, even though I don't even know if you did talk about this. Okay, you don't have to be that precise. Have you seen this other site? Six-pack abs. Similar to yours. Then we can put in your name. Although that'll just do. Okay, for this example, you might want to make them a bit better. I'll tell you what the great thing is. The great thing is you can just copy and paste this, and obviously mix it up a little bit, because you don't want to look like you're having, you know, a million of the same links. You know, for example, changing the anchor text like we talked about with the percentages, and maybe the words surrounding it. But basically, you can copy and paste. You know, you write a decent comment, a long one. Obviously, this is just a video, so I'm not writing a long one. You know, make it as good as you can, as natural as you can. Copy and paste it to all of the websites. Okay. Now your name is going to be, I don't recommend using the name six-pack abs, you know, obviously because it's not going to get approved. I recommend using your full name, your email, you know, it doesn't matter, whatever you want that to be, and your website, okay? And your website is of course going to be sixpackabs.com. You know, it's going to be your sniper site, obviously. I don't need to tell you that. And then you just click submit comment. You don't want to subscribe to anything, and that's it. Okay, now this may seem long-winded. I've gone through every little thing, but it's really not. So for the next website, all we do is let's say we've written a cool one here, copy and paste, go to the next website. If it ever loads, go to the next website, we scroll down to the comments. Okay, so this one's even easier. We click paste, we enter name, we enter email, we enter website, we click submit comment, and we change this around a bit. You know, we change the anchor text, and that's done. Okay, you just do that for a whole bunch of sites. I recommend try to do it for at least the first sort of 3 or 4 pages in a session. It will take me about 20 minutes, okay, take me about 15-20 minutes, and you will see a huge boost, okay, you will see a huge boost to your rankings by doing this. So this is the first tactic that I want to show you. It's really powerful, and I certainly highly recommend this one. Okay, the next tactic I want to show you is something called link wheels. Okay, so if we go ahead and close these now, this is, in terms of the order in which you should do these, this is the one I would recommend that you go ahead and do immediately, like right now. It's free, it's so simple to do, and it's really effective as well, particularly if you do it well. And a lot of the stuff I've told you, a lot of people won't do when they do it. So for example, switching up the anchor text, not a lot of people will do that. That's very, very important. And also the keywords in this sort of area is really going to help your site as well. Okay, so this is really powerful, okay, when done properly. And also a lot of people don't know about this thing called do follow diver either. Okay, a lot of people, you know, try and find blogs manually. They type in all sorts of complicated commands into Google, and you don't need to do that. So the next thing we're going to look at is something called a link wheel. Now, I'm not, anyone that knows me knows that I'm not a huge fan of link wheels, and I think that they will be patched pretty soon by Google, because like I'm always saying, Google's not stupid, and you should try and make everything you do appear as if it's natural, not like you're trying to manipulate the search engines. Okay, but for now, link wheels do actually work quite well, and they're free, and a lot of people do them. Now, it's just my opinion that they're not that great. The reality is they are quite good actually, and well, the majority of marketers will rate them extremely highly, so it's definitely worth checking out and trying it for yourself. Okay, so what a link wheel is, it's where you have a whole collection of Web 2.0 sites where all the things to make on these sites are free. So you have a blog, you have a Squidoo lens, you have a hub page lens, you can do a Google null, and you can do an articles, all this kind of stuff. Go articles is the best one to use, I think personally. And basically you have all these different pages on these websites, and then they all link back to your money site, to your Google Sniper site. Okay, so the first and no doubt biggest one is Squidoo. Okay, and that's the one I highly recommend doing. I do make Squidoo lenses a lot. Okay, the other ones I don't bother that much to create a full link wheel, but I will often create a sort of Squidoo lens. Okay, so if we kind of check one out, riding tail of the dragon here, okay, you can just get an idea of what a Squidoo lens looks like. Now, it's really intuitive. I'll actually go ahead and open this. All you do is you click start building, and you have to sign up, and then it's completely free to create a Squidoo lens. Okay, I'm not going to show you how to do that because this would literally take up the entire video, but it's really self-explanatory, and there are tons of free videos as well. For those of you that are a member of Niche Marketing Bootcamp as well, well, there's a ton of information on that in there, okay? So this is sort of what a Squidoo lens looks like. You will have seen many on the internet before. They rank really well in the search engines alone, okay? Now another possibility from your Squidoo lens is that it actually outranks your sniper site, or even ranks on the first page. That's quite likely, considering the keywords we target are very low competition. So then what you might have is you might have 2 listings on Google, okay? So if you imagine Google, you've got, you know, your 10 search results. Well, when you've actually got 2 sites in those top 10, you're doubling your traffic. You're doubling the chance that your site's going to be clicked on. Okay, so that's another huge benefit. The other huge benefit is, like we've just discussed in the last one, you're going to have anchor text links back to your site throughout. Okay, so this is what a Squidoo lens looks like. They're really easy to create, and you just click get started. It's completely free, etc., etc. Squidoo have actually been cracking down on lenses that directly link to affiliate products, but because you're linking to your own website, you'll be absolutely fine. Okay, the next one is hub pages. Now all these sites are much of the same, so you know I'm not going to spend an unnecessary amount of time on them. This internet really is slow, isn't it? I'm staying out here in Taronga in New Zealand. We just arrived today and had a little surf, and now we only just got to this apartment, so I haven't actually fully tested the internet, so I do apologise if it's a bit slow, but I wanted to get this up. Okay, so this is hub pages. This is much of the same. Start a new hub, and you know they look similar to Squidoo lens. It's all very easy. You sign up, it's free, and you link back to your site. Okay. The other ones that I would recommend doing are so the next one would be blog. Okay, now I'm not gonna lie to you, I would only recommend doing just the Squidoo lens and the hub page. Okay, I mean yes, you can do the blog, etc., but your site's already a blog, you know, and you know it's by Google anyway. So I don't, you know, I think they're going to go pretty wise to this one sooner than the others. But you know, it's up to you. It could be argued that because it's by Google, they're going to give you even more of a boost. But to be honest, I wouldn't say that is the truth. Okay, in my experience anyway. So I'd recommend just doing the other 2. Okay, so moving on. By the way, after you do these things, you will see a boost to your rankings. It might take sort of 1 or 2 weeks with a link wheel, so with a Squidoo lens or something, because obviously Google actually has to find the new, because when you do a blog comment, you're posting to an existing blog that Google probably crawls every day, so they visit it every day, so they're going to discover your link faster and you're going to get the boost faster. But with this method, okay, it may take 1 week, 2 weeks, possibly in some cases a bit longer. Okay, right. So the final tactic that I want to show you is something called Angela's backlinks. Okay, so if we actually just type this into Google, now you can go on the Warrior Forum. That is the way that I bought it, so that's probably the best way. And what this is, okay, this is a fantastic package that you can buy every month. It's unbelievably cheap. Okay, now just so you know, that I'm recommending this. By no means do you have to buy this stuff. I'm not affiliated with it in any way. I just think it's a really good way to build your backlinks. Okay, now. This is probably one of the most popular things on the internet. Thousands of people use this. Tens of thousands of people buy this backlink package every single month and use it. Okay. Now, what it is I'm actually on my friend's computer, so I can't actually show you what the package looks like, which is a bit of a pain. My one wouldn't connect to the internet, which was extremely frustrating. But basically, to tell you what it looks like, is you buy this package. Okay. You buy this package, And then what it gives you is every month it will give you a couple of PDFs, okay? And what it will have is it will be, those PDFs are extremely detailed with pictures. I don't even need to explain it to you because every month it's different. And there will be a guide. All you do is you follow the book. It will do exactly what to tell you. Just do exactly what it tells you to do to build some backlinks to your site, okay? So it will tell you, hey, you know, what we're going to do is you're going to go ahead and create an account at this site. You're going to write this on your profile, and here's where you're going to put your link back to your site. You do that. Then there's the next site, and there's 30 of these sites, and they're all from really high page rank sites. Okay. Now, often what these backlinks are, I'll warn you, is like creating a profile, an eHow, all sorts of things like that. But it works really well, and all you have to do is you just buy the guide and you download it and you follow it step by step, you know, just like Google Sniper or any other guide that you've bought, okay? So it's extremely cheap, you'll find, $5 per month, okay? It's really cheap. So that is another really cool method. I really recommend it. I mean, you know, perhaps I'm not selling this well enough, but it's extremely good. Okay, this is the only method that a lot of people will use. So all you do, you know, you get your PDF and you just follow it to the letter every month. And once again, this is something that's easily outsourced because you're basically sending someone a really well written course saying do this. You just send them that. Okay, it couldn't be simpler. So the next thing I want to show you, so that's one way. The next way I want to show you is Linkvana. Now this is something more expensive. Okay, so you know, I don't want to say that this is more for the serious guys, but it is a bit more expensive. Okay, and you know, it's not going to be affordable to everyone. I think it's $147 a month. Okay, and we can just confirm that here. Yeah. It's $147 a month, okay, but it's really effective. This is like the daddy of great name there, of building backlinks. Okay, it's all you need. So your membership. But this is for someone who has, and I know there's a few of you now who are making some really good money with Google Sniper, and are serious about building a few backlinks. Okay, I highly recommend Linkvana. All you do is you join and you kind of set up a project with your site. It's really easy, and it's going to give you a whole bunch of one-way links. Okay, there's no catch here. You know, you don't have to link to their websites or anything. This is one way. These are proper, seriously high-quality backlinks. Okay, and like they say, they're permanent links. They're time released, so that it looks natural. Obviously, that's an important point to make. You don't want to go out. And I should have mentioned this before. You don't want to go out, for example, and submit, you know, 1,000 comments today because it doesn't look natural. Like I say, you don't want to look like you're scamming the search engine. You want to look like people are naturally linking to your site. Okay. So what this does is it time releases it. So it doesn't go out and, you know, post all those one-way backlinks in one day. It will go out and post one a day or something like that. Okay. I post them from old domains, which is important, not from new ones, and it's honestly it's really cool and highly recommended. But it is expensive, and I know it's not affordable to some of you. I don't know about this whole $197 a month thing. To be honest, I've seen this since I joined a long time ago now. It must have been, you know, a year ago. They've been promising this jump of $197, so I wouldn't worry about that. But it is $147 a month. And then the final thing I want to show you, now this is something fairly new and something that I'm not that familiar with, but I am starting to take a bit of a look at because I've been hearing some incredible things about it. It's something called Traffic Bug. Okay. Now what Traffic Bug does is it goes out and submits your sites to all kinds of social bookmarking sites, so it's really great for building backlinks. But also what it does is it's going to get you a load of traffic, because by submitting to, okay, so 43 of the top social bookmarking sites, it submits to RSS directories, submits to a whole lot of search engines, I wouldn't worry about that. That's not a biggie. That's something you know, a lot of companies say that sounds powerful, but it's really not. The directory submission is quite good. Okay, that's pretty cool. I haven't mentioned directory submission. That's a good way of doing SEO, by the way, because it's not that great, I don't think. What you can do is you can go around to directories and web directories and submit your site manually, but I think you're going to get a much better you know, result for the time spent by doing the do follow blog commenting and squidoo lenses, that kind of stuff. Okay, so I'm showing you what I don't do myself and what is, you know, in my opinion, not that great. Okay, so traffic bug is something cool you might also want to check out. This is really popular now, and yeah, I mean, it's something I'm about to check out myself. Okay, I don't know too much about it, but I know that it's all the rage right now. Okay, so I think that pretty much wraps up this video. What I might do is I might do another one of these videos, because I know this is a big subject. Okay, getting more traffic, sorry, not getting more traffic, you know, improving the ranking of your site. I might do another one of these in the future, with some updated on all the techniques and stuff. But basically what I've shown you here is I've shown you all the methods that I use to improve my ranking. Okay, so I'm not, you know, let's say I'm not ranking in the top 3 or something like that, or I'm not ranking at all. I will do this stuff sometimes, and I would create and it will give me a big boost in the rankings. Okay, this is all the stuff that I do. What I've shown you, traffic bug, I haven't got quite round to using yet, but I wanted to show you it. Okay, because it's so big. Link Varna is great. In terms of which one I recommend you go out and do now, because I know that's the question a lot of you are asking, because I've given you a whole bunch of techniques. I would say the do follow blog commenting is by far the easiest to do. It's a lot easier than creating squidoo lenses and writing more content and stuff like that. Squidoo lens is kind of like creating another blog, you know. It's a bit of a pain. So what I would do is I would go out and do the do follow blog commenting, and I'd do that. That is what I would do, and then I would also create a squidoo lens and then a hub page as well. Okay, those are the things I'd focus on. If you're more serious about it, I would definitely give Link Varna a try, and everything else that we talked about. Okay, certainly Angela's backlinks as well would be a big one. Okay, in fact, thinking about it, I think I would say that the order in which I would do it is, I would definitely do the do follow blog commenting, and then I would probably do a combination of Angela's backlinks and the squidoo lens at the same time. Okay, so Angela's backlinks is really good. That's the thing on the Warrior forum I showed you. All you have to do is come to Google and type it in. Okay, it's really easy. Angela's backlinks. Now, there are a million other ways to do SEO, so there's things like, you know, posting on forums and stuff like that, but the reality is it's going to take up so much of your time, you know, going around to individual forums, making an account. So let's say you have one weight loss site, you don't want to go and make an account on a weight loss forum, and, you know, that you're never going to use again except to post some spam posts to your site. You know, it's just, it's not worth your time, okay? I would rather just scrap that and create a new sniper site and hope that I'm not going to have to do any backlink building. Okay, the things I've shown you here are really worth, trust me, that they are worth your time to do, certainly to pay someone else to do, and are really effective and going to give you some really big rankings. Okay, so thanks a lot for watching this video, and if you have any questions, Q&A webinars coming up, so you can ask me anything you like, and I will speak to you soon. Thank you.